Okay, we're back with another video, YouTubers. How's everything going? It's a nice day outside, nice and sunny going on in great state of Washington. So I'm gonna make another video real quick, and it's gonna be about this guy, the Phase Linear 700, not the 700B or the Series 2, the 700, the original one, the one that was designed after the coffee can design that Bob Carver did way back in the day. Back when things used to be good and Macintosh used to hold these little shows and competitions to find the next great audio engineer. We don't do that anymore because everything is left up to basically you going to college and what kind of degree you got. So anyway, like I said, I got this thing, and if you're into getting one of these is a great amplifier. I love it. I really do. I'm using it now. It does need a lot of work. I've actually done a lot of work to it. This whole thing, I mean, it looked like it came out of someone's garage. The knobs here, they were all corroded. The faceplate was so dirty you couldn't stand it. And FYI, if you have a faceplate like this, the Weber grill cleaner works extremely well on it, and it doesn't have chemicals in it that will peel your sticker off. So that's what I use, was Weber cleaner. And I took the inserts out, I refinished all those, finished the handles, refinished the knobs. This knob doesn't work, so I had to order a new one of those. They're on eBay right now. If you have a Phase Linear 700, then you can get these knobs here for like 90 bucks. Not too bad. Another thing that happened when I got this was whoever had it before obviously smashed the top plate and put this piece of plastic up there. Works okay. It's cool to look in there, but I like things to, you know, be resilient to stuff on the outside, and you know, kind of, I don't really want to look inside really. I want it to be somewhat original. And I'm also having an issue with this when it gets up so high on the volume side, the normal input. I think it's an output transistor stopping on me, but it sounds like a lot of interference, and then channel B just cuts out. So I have to do some upgrades. This is, everything is all original in there, all original power caps. That's all gotta get upgraded. The life cycle on these, yeah, they last for a little while, but you know, it's time to upgrade. So they're only good for so many cycles, so many hours, depending on what company you get. And I'm not really sure on what caps to get right now. I'm kind of doing some research. I'm back and forth between GE and Nippon. I think it was Nippon Chemi something. Anyways, I'm trying to look at ripple currents and things like that to make sure the ripple current output is going to keep up with what the rest of the amplifier is going to put out. And then obviously I have to take the back plate off and look at the output transistors and make, you know, see if I can get similar or the exact match for the output transistors. So there's a lot of work to be done on this. I'm excited about it. I actually tested it. I haven't had much experience with Phase Linear, but I did go and purchase the preamp, the 4000 preamp. I know a lot of people say they're not really good because the solder joints are weak, but the sound is really good on them. They're just not happy with the engineering style of it, I guess is what people said. But you also have to look at, you know, are people credited or are they biased? In my opinion, forums are extremely biased because they're just going to go off their feelings. If they got a bad piece of equipment from somebody and they thought the person was good and then it just didn't work out, they're going to bash the equipment instead. So you know, have your own experiences, go through it. If you got an oscilloscope, plug it up, do your own experimenting, learn your own stuff. That's the best advice I can give, especially on old stereo equipment. Nowadays the new stuff is considered throwaway junk. So once that goes bad, you just throw it away and get another one. These systems and the Fisher systems and Pioneers and all old stuff, you know, I won't mention Sony because I hate Sony, but they're all designed to last and to fix, you know, and keep lasting and lasting and lasting. It's not like now when you buy something, you can't get you know, in to work on anything. At least I can't, because my fingers are too big and I can't get into a lot of places, and shaky as all heck anymore these days. But you know, and I probably drink a little bit too much beer. But all that being said, this amp is wonderful. They don't come up often, from what I understand. The 700 watt one is 350 watts RMS per channel. It's a wonder. I mean, I love this amp. It's great. It's great. I love Fisher, especially the BA 6000 and the 3000 power amps that they made are really well. I like the CC 7000, but I'm not impressed with the circuitry inside because it's very minimalistic. And I have a CC 3000, which beats the CC 7000 preamp by far. But, you know, with all that being said, I will have to say Phase Linear beats the Fisher. As much as I love Fisher, and I love Fisher basically because they sound good and they're really freaking cheap, people. Nowadays, you could buy a Fisher amp for $100. You know, I give a lot more for this, and it was beat up, but you're just not going to find them anywhere. Or at least I can't find them anywhere. And if somebody has the gold mine of these amps or anything Phase Linear, Bob Carver / let me in. But that's the video on this. Like I said, great amp. I'll put out more on the sound later when I get the preamp in, because I don't think it's fair to cross the Fisher over to the Carver or to the Phase Linear and go, okay, that's what the Phase Linear sounds like, because I like to try and match like for like, you know, for the time frames that were put out, so you can get the true sound of what the engineer was actually going for at the time. So when I get the other preamp in and I clean up the switches and everything, I will do a video on the sound on that. Also, I am doing upgrades on the Fisher CC 3000 preamp, putting new coupling capacitors in and everything. And when I get that done, I'll also do a video on that. So I appreciate everyone watching the videos, and I know this is on top of my speaker, but hey, guess what? Beauty of vinyl, right? So not really worried about it. I don't like to scratch it. I pick it up and straight down. But if you want to leave a comment at the bottom saying get stuff off my speakers, well, I guess it's not going to happen because I only have so much room to put anything. So have a good one, guys, and see you next time.